Hello everyone, thanks for joining School of the American Rifle. Wanted to take a moment to showcase some positives that I see in the AR market. We have 5 Knights Armament bolt carrier groups here. They're not here in front of me because they're a problem. The owner decided that he wanted to install M-Gun's OX, optimized carrier key screws, on his 5 sand cutters. So when you want the screws replaced, you shouldn't reuse the carrier key. So these 5 are going to get their carrier keys replaced. I'm going to take this moment to use this as an educational topic. You can look at all 5 of these and you can actually see sealant that was applied to the carrier and carrier key to give a more efficient seal between these 2 components when they're assembled. It also helps retain the screws once they're torqued to proper value. There's very few companies that do this. There's a lot of companies in the AR market now where they just put the carrier key on, torque things down. They don't always use the proper torque values, and then they stake, and some companies even fall short on that. But I wanted to showcase that Knights Armament does seal the carrier key to the carrier. This particular example down here was test fired. You can see that it did have some sealant on the carrier and the carrier key, but you can also notice there was some blow-by. So even if you seal the carrier key to the carrier, you can get a little bit of blow-by. Now this can be because the surface here wasn't completely true and it has a low spot right at the front there where the gas path is, or the carrier key could have a low spot right there. So it's true, and then dips down slightly. And this would allow a void to for gas to basically seep by in this area. Now you could, like I said, use a lot more of the sealant there, but it may not be enough sealant to fill the void depending on what the issue is here. Now this particular carrier was not having a problem in a gun, so it doesn't mean that you would have an issue if you had a little bit of gas leakage here. It just means that it might be an issue on some underported guns, maybe a gun that's set up to run suppressor only, and then you take a can off and then maybe it runs on some ammo. Maybe in this situation it would not run. I'm not saying that it won't. Just something to think about when you're doing some diagnostics or troubleshooting on something that may be giving you a problem. Like I said, none of these 5 carriers were a problem. This is just an additional request that the owner wanted done to these carriers. They all worked fine from what the information that he told me, but he just wanted new screws installed, so we're going to replace these carrier keys. But wanted to take a moment to show that Knights Armament does do a little more than what a lot of other companies do. From what I have seen, Colt also uses a sealant. I can't say for certain what other companies do it across the board. It's usually hit or miss or non-existent at all. But just wanted to showcase another teaching moment that sometimes you do get a little bit more out of a bolt carrier group that may be more on the higher cost spectrum. So I hope you found this video educational, and thanks for watching.